we're going back. Picture this, ladies and gents. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. All on
For
hold on. There you go. 6 years ago, all you can hear is my voice.
hello,
Wait.
hello.
Fucking brain it.
Testing,
So
testing.
picture this. 6 years ago, all you can hear is my voice. We're talking about Alien once more. Right, anyway. So this is Fede Alvarez's new Alien film. It's got a working title, which, in fairness, working titles don't really mean anything. But this is an interesting one because obviously it's Romulus. That can actually mean some bits and pieces. Prey's working title was Skulls. So there can be some bits and pieces. And obviously Romulus was the legendary founder and first king of Rome. Now we do know that this we don't know anything about this film. In fact, there really is nothing that we know about this film. But if you're working on that as a working title, and this is our sort of conspiracy theory,
And this is separate from the series?
It is separate from the series, completely separate. But if we're working on, we'll chuck our conspiracy theory hat on, Romulus being the founder and first king of Rome, we could be dealing with, I don't know. Basically, we could be looking at a connection moving further with Alien Covenant Hill that's said to be its own thing. We don't know where it's set. We don't know if it's before or after, but Romulus is very open-ended. It would lend itself very nicely to a certain element of continuation of the Ridley Scott stuff. But equally so, it could be a brand new thing. It could be, I don't know. What your thoughts? They go in any direction, really.
Honestly, I've reached that point where there's two good Alien movies. That's about it.
Nah, man, Alien 3 is underrated. Shut up.
Alien 3 is a little underrated, but at the same time, I cannot support what they did to several characters. And I will never forgive Ridley Scott for fucking up Blumkamp making his film. Because I'm sorry, Alien Covenant is one of the worst remakes in history. It is a director remaking his first film, only doing it horribly. And Prometheus was a convoluted mess that had too many conflicting ideas that could have been interesting. Could have been an interesting setup to this whole idea, but no, in the end, it just turned into a mess. And Covenant just ruined it even more. So,
well, basically, Alien Romulus is the working title. It's going to start principal photography in February 2023, so soon, which would be nice. We'll start getting some updates about that. And this came out of absolutely nowhere. In March, the Hollywood Reporter was just like, we're getting an brand new Alien film. Everyone's like, what? That came out of nowhere. Like, absolutely out of nowhere. But so according to Film and Television Industry Alliance production listing, Alien Romulus will begin filming February 6th, 2023. And that will be in Budapest as well, which I think is where they... no, they didn't... Budapest. I was going to say that's where they filmed Hellraiser, but it wasn't. I think that was Serbia.
Yeah, I think it was Serbia.
Yeah, but they say, look, the working title of Alien Romulus is a name that has been floating around online since November. Budapest Reporter's news piece also says it's likely that filming will be taking place at Origo Studios in Budapest, where a number of prominent sci-fi films such as The Martian, Blade Runner 2049, and Dune have been shot. So a good pedigree and cheap as well. That's the important thing. It's all a costing thing there, in fairness. So the folks over at Perfect Organism, the Alien Saga podcast, who have been in contact with director Fede Alvarez, also previously posted that a round of filming had already begun in Australia as far back as September. And to our knowledge, they were also the first to mention the location of Origo Studios last month. So that's Perfect Organism, basically. Kaylee Spaney was rumored to be in talks by Deadline for the lead role. But now she recently posted an HR Giga piece of artwork to her Instagram, so that pretty much confirms she is cast, I would imagine. Even though there's no cast members. Oh no, sorry, and she is currently the only cast member on the production listing here, and it seems safe to say obviously she got the part secured. So I mean, there's not really a lot of news here to go into. I think the name's interesting. I think the name's really interesting. I think that can go in so many different directions. And you know what? I'm quite excited for, and I shouldn't be, but I liked Prey, so maybe this will be good as well. I'm quite excited for a new Alien film. And I don't see the issue with it being a female lead. The franchise on a whole has been female led. It follows that pedigree. Whether it's a direct female lead, sort of circumventing internally in film with men as well, which has happened throughout this series. But it's generally been fronted by a female, and I don't see the issue with that. I know a lot of people did, but I don't know. I like the sound of this. Would anyone? Any? Paulie?
Yeah, I just got some news that in fact this Aliens Romulus is going to be the lead. The female lead will be Jennifer Lawrence, and she'll be the first.
Fuck's sake!
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
Ah, dear. Well, I heard she was in fact the first alien. So Prometheus and Covenant was actually just building to Jennifer Lawrence's birth.
Sigourney's just lucky that Jennifer turned it down, or she would never be the star she is today.
Well, the thing with this film is that Lawrence will be playing both heroine and alien
and villain,
at the same time.
Yeah, and it won't actually even be CGI. She has that ability. She's just so good.
Right. You're gonna see an alien pop out of her chest.
Fuck's sake! Oh dear. Look, I mean, is anyone keen for a new Alien film? Let's put it that way, right? Like, I mean, this is my jam. I love Alien stuff. So, is anyone else keen for a new Alien film?
If they can get it kind of back on track, maybe. But Alien's kind of like one of those things with Terminators. Like, they keep kind of trying to put it in this backwards motion thing, or trying to find a way to get Ripley involved because they're too scared to do a movie without Sigourney Weaver, instead of just going forward, going way past all that business, send it out in the future a little bit more farther, get back to the roots, maybe. But to me, I feel like we've kind of seen, and again, and not to shit on anybody who's a fan of it, because I mean, I get it, because I love the first two films, and I do enjoy the third film for what it is. Just at this point, we have had so much crap happen to it, and I just Ridley shat all over his own creation just because
he diddly squatted on it, didn't he?
He diddly squatted on it, exactly. And at this point, it's like, if we can get something that's even remotely close to the first two, sure, I'm game. Or if you give me something that's moody like the third film, sure, as long as it's decent.
Well,
and doesn't rely on all this other shit. Yeah.
Eddie Alvarez could do that. He's pretty good.
I was gonna say Fede's films are, not bad. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's not on my all time wow, I gotta watch this. I like the old Aliens. I got the old Aliens.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Prometheus was
Well, let's hope Romulus isn't a play on words that they're going to start fucking exploring AI again.
I was going to say though that by the time this is out, there'll be more time away from Prometheus as well. So
yeah, that is true.
So that's a good thing. So yeah, sure, why not?
I'm game for it. I didn't hate Prometheus. I'm one of those people that quite liked it. I think Prometheus is squandered by the follow-up film. The follow-up film, Covenant, would make or break the film that preceded it, basically, because that film either becomes something with payoff or just becomes a cock tease, and that's what Prometheus became, a cock tease, because they didn't pay it off. So I was entertained to look over the plot holes, like I was not with Avatar.
Anyway. So Prometheus was your Avatar.
It was your Avatar.
Your Avatar.
No.
Yes.
It was you. It was your avatar, but
The
yeah,
way
we're
I
saying the same
sell
thing.
avatars,
We're
the way you
phrasing it
sell
differently.
media.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Oh dear, that's funny.